So the question that we're going to ask ourselves today is, why do we not achieve our goals? What stops us from achieving our goals? And one thing that I would say is the toxic and negative energy that people bring into our circle. And another thing I would say is we won't reach for the goals outside of our comfort zone. And the main thing that I'll say is we quit and we give up. Join me today on Man on the Mission as I talk about why do we not achieve our goals. Hello everyone, this is Milton at Man on the Mission. Thank you so much for joining me today. So glad that you've taken time to join the channel today. Today I want to briefly discuss why do we not achieve our goals? Why do we not achieve our goals? But before we get started, I want to talk about the channel briefly for a little bit. Yes, this channel is designed to help people get their businesses started, to help them make connections and partnerships, to lay some foundation on how to go about creating and getting those businesses started. But the thing that I think is more important before you can begin to do any of those things is you have to first get yourself in the right mindset and framework to go out and do these things. So a lot of things that I've been discussing on the channel up to this point have been about you, the smartest investment that you can ever make, which is yourself. And that's getting the whole body, the whole mind in right alignment before you can go forward to do any of these great business ventures that you're destined to do. So I've been talking about the mind, the body, your health, your lifestyle, getting all those things in place so that you can go forward to start creating those great and successful businesses. So I just wanted to share that tip real quick that this channel is going to talk about the things you can do to get your business going, investing, the different types of investments, meeting different people, having different types of partnerships, things you can purchase. Yes, I'm going to talk about that, but I wanted to begin this channel with getting yourself in order first. So I just wanted to share that tip real quick to let everybody know that that's where I started, and we're going to continue on that just for a little while, and then we're going to dive down deep into some of those things that you need to do in order to begin and create those successful business ventures and partnerships. All right, so today I want to begin by talking about why do we not achieve our business goals? Why do we not achieve our goals, our business goals? And one of the things that I said was the first thing I said is the people that are around us and the toxic energy that is around us may be causing us not to be able to fully function in the way that we need to function. We all know that growing up sometimes there are little kids that influence us, and some of them may influence us in the wrong way. And that's no different with being an adult. Sometimes we have those influences that are not good for us. They bring us down. They steer us in the wrong direction. They cause us to pause on doing the things that we really need to do. So as an adult and as a child, we all need to look at some of the things that are being put into our lives, that people are speaking into our lives, that people are presenting us with each and every day, and determine are those things healthy or are those things toxic as far as we're concerned. Are those things are the things that are causing us not to be able to move forward out of our current position because we're so stuck on hearing what these people are saying and believing what they're saying that it doesn't allow us to fully dig down deep inside ourselves to speak truly from our own passion and our own feelings. It's once said that don't let your culture destroy your sense of self. That means don't let your culture destroy your sense of self means don't let something you believe for so long that you no longer believe determine what you're going to do going forward. We can get so stuck in patterns and of routines and traditions and things that it hinders us from moving forward. We're torn between following a culture or belief or tradition that we don't realize that it's time for us to move forward and go on to do what's best for us. It's not a disrespect. It's just an understanding of I've changed. It's time for me to move on and follow the passion that's inside of me. It has been said that the most difficult thing in life is to believe that you can actually do something. The most difficult thing in life is to believe that you can actually do something. I totally agree with that. And my second point is you have to step outside of your comfort zone. Things that you're familiar with, things that you are accustomed to. Because you have to think like this. In order for you to create a successful business, in order for you to nurture those new relationships and partnerships, you're going to do something that you've never done before. It's going to be totally new to you. It's nothing you've ever experienced before. So you're going to have to understand that you got to go beyond the thinking points where you are now. You have to go outside of the box. That's what the general term is, go outside of the box. Basically, you're letting go of things that you're so accustomed to and that have really not worked for you thus far, and understanding that I have to step beyond that. This is new territory. This is going to be something I've never experienced, I've never done. So I have to go beyond my own mindset of thinking that I need to stay at a certain point. That is absolutely not true. You have to go beyond that, because the most difficult thing in life is to believe that you can actually do something. Once you believe that you can do something, it creates a whole new mindset. It creates a whole new way of thinking. You think about things different. You approach things differently, because now you're trying to figure out, how do I achieve that? How do I make that into my reality? What do I need to do in order to see that fulfilled, to come to fruition? I love this quote by the great Frederick Douglass, which says, we may not get everything that we fight for, but everything we get will be a fight. That is so true. You may not get everything you fight for, but everything you get will be a fight, because you're going to go in swinging. You're going to go in all blows in, all 100% in to achieve the things that you want to achieve. And that means when somebody says no, you're going to keep fighting. That means when this way doesn't work, you're going to keep fighting. That means when you can't get things in line and go the way that you want them to go, you're going to keep fighting. So nothing is obtained without a fight. No, it doesn't mean it has to be a physical fight. It may be a mental fight, where you have to overcome your thoughts and ideas at that moment to say, I've got to get through this. I've got to figure this out. So everything is a fight, because you will dig down within yourself to find out what it takes to get done what you're trying to get done. The great Les Brown says in a quote that your life is a fight for territory. Once you start fighting for what you want, what you don't want will automatically take over. That is so powerful. Once you stop fighting for what you want, you fall back into routines and patterns that you're trying to get rid of. So why not fight for what you want? Why not persevere to achieve those goals? Why not push through those barriers and those things that are stopping you from achieving the things that you want to achieve? Why give up? Life is a fight for territory, and you have to keep fighting for it. Because once you stop trying to achieve, once you stop trying to go forward, once you stop trying to do better and to be better, you fall back into old patterns and old routines that are not helpful for you. And they don't allow you to go forward to be the great person and the great success that you're called to be. I think the biggest reason that we don't achieve our goals is simply because we give up. We quit. We throw in the towel. We can no longer see the benefit of doing what it is that we have in our hearts to do. We lose the drive. We lose the passion. We lose the energy. And really it's because we become afraid in the process. So we quit. We throw in the towel. We just give it all up. We let our dreams just fly out of the window. We just say, I'm done. We give up. We give up too easy. When things get hard, that's not the time to give up. That's the time to dig in and fight. To dig down, to find the solutions, to be resilient about what we're doing, to be persistent about the things that we want to see happen. We quit. Why do we quit? That's the question that we need to ask ourselves. Why do we quit? And quitting is not an answer if you want to be a successful business person. quitting is not an answer if you want to have a healthy and fulfilled life. Quitting is not the answer. Quitting is never the answer when there's something in front of you that you want to achieve and to have fulfilled. I can remember years ago when my wife told me that she wanted to start an online magazine. I was like, okay, this is great. Didn't know much about it. So she researched it, she dug in, and she found out all of the things that it would require. It got a little overwhelming at a few times, but she decided she was going to go through with it, and that quitting was not an option. So she dug in, she began making contacts, making phone calls, speaking to different people across the country, and we finally got that first issue of the Infinite Field magazine out. It was a success because we were both excited because she had shown me that she wanted to achieve her goal of getting this magazine out. Now what that took, it took a lot of hard work, a lot of energy, a lot of saying, I'm not going to quit, a lot of fighting, a lot of fighting resistance, a lot of dealing with people, authors and writers saying, hey, no, look, this is what we're trying to achieve. Either you're going to be a part of it or you're not. And this is what I expect. Being firm, being solid, and knowing that this is a goal that she wanted to achieve, and therefore she had to go all in. She had to fight for the territory that she wanted to achieve. She understood that the most difficult thing in life was to believe that she could actually do something, and she actually did it. I'm so proud of her for doing it. So that's the same approach that we have to have. Think about some of the times in your life when there were things that you wanted to do, when there were things that you wanted to achieve. How did you go about it? Did you go in thinking, oh, I may not achieve this, I may fail in the process, so if I don't make it, so be it? Or did you go in 100% saying, I'm going to make this successful, I'm going to make sure this succeeds, because this is something that I'm really passionate and happy about, and at all costs, I'm going to fight for it to be achieved. That's the same approach that we need to take as far as our business goals are concerned. We need to go in 100%. We're all in at 100%. We've studied, we've researched, we've made the connections, we've done everything that we need to do. We put our resources together, we've got our partnerships together, and we're going to make sure that our goals are achieved, that we're going to be successful in doing what it is we set out to do. So as I stated in the beginning of this video, why do we not achieve our goals? And the first thing I said was, it's the toxic and negative people that we surround ourselves with. We need to make sure that we get those people out of our lives so that we can focus on doing what it is that we want to do to reach the goals that we want to reach. And the second thing was basically getting out of your own way. That means stepping outside of your comfort zone, reaching into new depths and new heights. Because like I said, this is something you've never done before. So you've got to go all in to make sure that it's fulfilled. And the final thing is, you can't quit. You can't give up on something that you're passionate about, something that's dear to you, something that you want to see fulfilled. You have to be all in. There's no room for quitting in any business or in life, period. You have to stay the course to see things through. Hey, thank you all for joining me today at Man on a Mission. So glad you took time to stop by and visit the channel. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and comment to this video. We're trying to grow this channel so that more people can hear these great, wonderful, and positive messages. Have a great day and look forward to seeing you again at Man on a Mission.